Okay, so in last two classes, we have learned how to apply relative speed. And before that, we have seen an entirely different phenomena, that is the coordinate transformation in 4 dimension. Obviously, the three is a spatial part and one is temporal part. So due to this coordinate transformation, this is the base of all these uh, special theory of relativity. Due to this coordinate transformation, we have uh, some very interesting phenomena to be discussed, and we will see this can be only valid if we are in the range of a special theory of relativity. If I am talking about in a range of a special theory of relativity, means I am just talking about speed of a particle is just going to comparable to the speed of light, and obviously it should be less than a speed of light. And what we can see three different type of phenomena. The first phenomena is very interesting, that is length contraction. The second is time dilation, and third is loss of simultaneity. So we will try to discuss all these phenomena separately. So first we will try to discuss length contraction. So what is length contraction? It's a very interesting thing. Suppose I have, let me take this length. So suppose I have this length and it has some value. This length has some value. And if this length is measured from the rest frame of this particular rod, you can assume this is some rod. In the rest frame of rod, then observer will measure this length as a proper length. And if this rod is moving with respect to observer, suppose I am observer and this rod is moving with respect to me, then what I will measure not same length, rather some contracted length. So if there is relative speed between length of rod and observer, then observer will always see the length is measured to be contracted. And this phenomena is very efficiently defined or very efficiently explained in the special theory of relativity. So what is the idea? So the one liner for the length contraction is all about moving rod appeared shorter. So this is one liner for the length contraction. So first we have to define what is proper length. So proper length. So proper length can be measured by observer who is rest with respect to rod. So the proper length measured by observer who is rest with respect to rod. Then he will always measure proper length. And if rod is moving with respect to observer or observer is moving with respect to rod, both are same thing. That means if there is some relative speed between length of rod and observer, then observer will see contracted length. So this is proper length and contracted length. So if there is relative speed between observer and length of rod, if there is relative speed between observer and length of rod, then length then length is measured contracted. So this phenomena is basically known as length contraction. So let's try to derive this particular phenomena, and this is very interesting. The derivation is itself very interesting. Now you can just tell me that, and this is just an observation, this is just an observation, this is just a perception. So whatever you are perceiving, you have to give the mathematical calculation. Now first give me one answer. Is that proper length is uniquely defined, or it will depends on observer? Just tell me.
Observer.
Proper length. I am just talking about proper length. Proper length is uniquely defined, or it will depends on observer?
Uniquely defined, sir.
That is uniquely defined. Why? Because whenever you want to measure proper length, you have to go into the rest frame of rod. Then only you can measure proper length. So it is very interesting. So when there is not any relative speed, so proper length is uniquely defined. That is uniquely defined by the observer, who is rest with respect to rod. But contracted length is not uniquely defined. It will depends what will be relative speed between rod and observer. Suppose I am one observer, you are another observer. We have different relationship between this rod and particular ऑब्जर्वर, है ना? आपका इसके साथ डिफरेंट रिलेशनशिप होगा, मेरा इसके साथ डिफरेंट रिलेशनशिप होगा, डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट इज माय स्पीड with respect to this particular length. I am repeatedly talking about length. Okay, so we have to see what is meaning of that. But before that, let us try to go to derive this particular length contraction. And now you can see, if you want to see this length, then obviously you have to see these 2 points at the same time. Are you people comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Everyone? It's a very practical phenomena. It's a very practical phenomena. If I want to see this length, then I have to see this point, same time. That is one of the most important thing to defining the proper length. So let's try to go and give the derivation of proper length. यहाँ तक clear है ना? Everyone? Okay. So suppose I have one frame, let's say this frame is A, and there is another frame, let's say this frame is B, and the rod is lying along, and this is my x-axis, this is my x-axis. So the rod is lying along this, suppose this is rod, okay, lying along x-axis. And what we have, this A frame is moving with respect to B with velocity v in positive I cap direction. And this is your length of this particular rod. And obviously what I am saying that this rod is lying along x-axis on a frame A. That means if observer is attached to frame A, he will see this rod is rest with respect to him. It's okay. So he will see this rod is rest with respect to him. And what he measured? He measured something like x1 with respect to A, and that will be x2 with respect to A. Okay, this is the length. Obviously this will measure x1 with respect to a, x2 with respect to a, and let's say this length is identified as L0. Hence, there is not any relative speed between this observer and this length. Then he will measure proper length. Okay. And obviously, if the whole frame is moving with respect to B, then I can say this B is actually my S frame and this A is actually my S dash frame. So can I write this whole thing as x1 with respect to, or if I want to write the length, that will be x2 with respect to A minus x1 with respect to A, something like L0, because it is proper length, because there is not any relative speed between these two, the length as well as this observer. And now this A I have identified something like S dash, so I can write x2 dash minus x1 dash is equal to L0, and it is measured by this person. And this person measured this length is L0. Obviously, this is rest with respect to him, so he can easily measure these two things. Now, if observer is shift here, if observer is going to shift here, he just want to see these 2 points. He just want to see what is appeared length to him. Okay, because it is moving with respect to him. This whole S dash frame is moving with respect to S. So what he will do, he will just try to see these 2 lengths simultaneously and look at what is going to happen. So obviously, I can change this thing with respect to this person. The same thing is there. I am not going to change anything, but I have one very beautiful tool, and that tool is Lorentz transformation. So what I am going to do, I am just going to transform these coordinates, and I can transform these coordinates something like x2 minus vt2, and here is root under 1 minus v square c square minus x1 minus vt1, something like 1 minus v square c square, and that should be equal to L0. I can take a spatial part together, I can take temporal part together. So I have x2 minus x1 upon root under 1 minus v square c square minus v, and this will be t2 minus t1, and we have 1 minus v square c square must be equal to L0. And yes, we just want to see these 2 lengths simultaneously because I have to perceive what is length. Okay, this is moving and I just want to see what will be at the same time, what will be appeared length. Appeared length means I can see these 2 lengths simultaneously. So when we will see these 2 lengths simultaneously, then we have t2 minus t1 is equal to 0. We have to prove it at the same time because we are sitting here and it is moving with respect to us. And now we can have this spatial part is x2 minus x1 can be written as L0 root under 1 minus v square c square, and this thing is appeared length to this person. This thing is appeared length to this person, and let's say this length is L, and that will be L0 1 minus v square upon c square. And now you can see this L is less than L0. This L is less than L0. Your appeared length is smaller than the proper length. And yes, proper length is uniquely defined. Please, you have to always mind, whenever you have to measure proper length, you have to jump on this and then you have to measure what is length, and from any another frame, let's say there is one another frame, and you can just perceive what will be appeared length, what will be perception of this particular length. And whatever with the perception, you can measure from this particular equation. And what is V? V is nothing but the relative speed between length of rod and the observer. And yes, this is very interesting phenomena. And this interesting phenomena is very popularly known as length contraction. Okay. So if you have any doubt, you can raise the question.
सर
हाँ बोलो.
सर ये जो x2 डैश माइनस x1 डैश था ये ऑब्जर्वर का व्यू ए पे था ना
सॉरी. हाँ,
ए फ्रेम में
ऑब्जर्वर ए के साथ है और ये उसके साथ रुका हुआ है ना. बोथ आर रेस्ट विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू
और
ए
सर फिर जो x2 और x1 लिया है वो
इस फ्रेम से जैसे आप इस पर आ रहे हो तो ये आपको मूव करता हुआ दिखाई देगा, है ना.
ओके सर.
है ना. जैसे कि ट्रेन के ऊपर एक रॉड रखा हुआ है, आपका एक फ्रेंड ट्रेन के पास बैठा हुआ, उसके पास एक रॉड रखा हुआ है, आप प्लेटफॉर्म पर बैठे हुए हो, तो आपका जो फ्रेंड ट्रेन पर बैठा हुआ है उसके रिस्पेक्ट में रॉड क्या होगा, रेस्ट होगा. यस.
यस सर.
और आपके रेस्पेक्ट में रॉड क्या होगा, वो मूव करता हुआ नजर आएगा. सो कौन कॉन्ट्रैक्टेड लेंथ देखेगा, आप देखोगे, आपका फ्रेंड देखेगा. आप देखोगे क्योंकि आपके रेस्पेक्ट में रॉड मूव कर रहा है. आपका फ्रेंड क्या मेजर करेगा, आपका फ्रेंड जो मेजर करेगा दैट विल मेजर द प्रॉपर लेंथ बिकॉज उसके रेस्पेक्ट में रॉड मूव नहीं कर रहा है. आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट?
Yes.
So whenever the examiner will give you the proper length of rod, what is meaning of that? Meaning of that, the rod and the observer are at the same frame and there is not any relative speed. Are you getting my point? Very loud and clear? है ना? हाँ, तो ये चीज आपको दिमाग में रखना है. एक्चुअली लोग परेशान रहते हैं लेंथ कॉन्ट्रैक्शन इस लेंथ को लेकर के, बट थिंग इज दैट दिस इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग कि जब भी आपको प्रॉपर लेंथ मेजर करना होगा, whenever you have to measure proper length, you have to go in the rest frame of rod. Okay? लेकिन आपके रेस्पेक्ट में रॉड जैसे ही मूव करेगा, then you will not measure the actual length. There are thing that you will measure something called contracted length. है ना? And how this will work, we will see with different problems. By the way, the derivation is very simple, straightforward. Only one confusion always बच्चों को होता है कि why T2 is equal to T1? Why T2 is equal to T1? Because we are just perceiving the length. We are just watching this particular length. And when you will watch this length, ऐसा थोड़ी पहले इसको देखो फिर इसको देखो तो आप लेंथ को परसीव नहीं कर पाओगे. Isn't it? When you will see the complete picture, then you will perceive the length. Isn't it? है ना?
Yes, sir.
That is the thing.
सर प्रॉपर के लिए भी
प्रॉपर के लिए उसकी कोई
proper
जरूरत ही नहीं
length-
पड़ी ना. प्रॉपर के लिए तो उसकी कोई जरूरत नहीं पड़ी.
हाँ,
भाई जो जरूरत पड़ेगी उसी की बात कर रहा है ना. बिकॉज यू आर इन द रेस्ट विथ, आप तो इसके रिस्पेक्ट में रेस्ट है, आपको पता है इसकी कोऑर्डिनेट क्या है ना, यहाँ पर क्या है, यहाँ पर क्या, आपने डायरेक्ट सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया,
with respect to the change नहीं होगा.
है ना. एग्जैक्टली है ना.
Yes sir.
ओके, सो ट्राई टू थिंक कैसे क्या हो रहा है. ओके, दिस पर्सन विल परसीव द लेंथ. ये जो लेंथ दिया हुआ है उसको क्या देख रहा है, दैट इज द डिफरेंट स्टोरी. और स्केल के ऊपर ये क्या मिल रहा है, दैट इज डिफरेंट स्टोरी. इजंट इट?
Yes sir.
एंड इसके रिस्पेक्ट में इसकी स्केल ही चेंज हो जा रही है ना एक्चुअली. इजंट इट?
Yes sir.
है ना. दैट स्केल इज इटसेल्फ इज गोइंग टू चेंज, बट वी हैव टू सी होल लेंथ. सो हमें पूरा का पूरा लेंथ ही देखना है. Then what we have to do? We have to see these 2 points together, isn't it? This is very interesting. Then only we can perceive this particular whole complete length. Okay? You can just try this thing. You can just try the thing. कई बार जब प्लेन आपके सामने से जाता है और ऊपर से उड़ रहा हो तो आप देखना, some you will just measure, okay, this is the length, isn't it? But that is not actual length. Are you getting my point? Obviously,
Yes,
there are some projection, there are some geometries, there are lot of calculation are there. This is nothing only for this thing. लेकिन आप जो लेंथ देखते हो, just plane is going and you can just see, okay, this is the length, isn't it? Sometime you can
Yes,
just try. Whenever plane is going, or you will see some plane and you can just see, okay, this is length from your perspective. How you are seeing? You are seeing the upper part of the plane and the lower part of the plane together, isn't it? Then only see the whole length. है ना? So this is
Yes, sir.
the thing. So why we are just taking T2 minus T1 is equal to 0. Listen, physics is entirely different thing. Whatever you perceive, whatever you see, you have to convert it into mathematics. You cannot neglect your perception. Okay, your perception is very important, and you have to, how you are mathematically design your theory such that you can reveal your perception in a mathematical term. And this length contraction is something like this. Okay, so let's go for some basic problem. And this time I will just argue, and from this problem, I will just tell you conclusion of this particular problem. We have to just do this thing, that why I am always saying the relative speed of observer and length of the rod. You can remember, I am continuously saying this word. So let's try to understand this word via this particular problem. Let's go for this problem. यहाँ तक clear है ना? Everyone?
yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
sir.
Okay, good. So we have one frame. Let's say this is my S dash frame. I am just taking this is S dash frame. And there is a rod of proper length L0. So please remember, this is rod proper length L0 with respect to S dash frame. So this length is proper length L0 and making angle, let's say some angle theta naught with respect to x-axis. So it is just going to make angle theta naught with respect to x-axis. And this is my S frame, and S dash is moving with respect to S frame in I cap direction. In I cap direction. So it's a very interesting. Now, so the problem is that proper length of rod measured from S dash frame, and it is given as L0. That means if you will sit here, you will measure this thing as L0. What will be length and angle measured by observer attached to S frame? So if observer is attached to S frame, then what will happen? The whole length is appeared to move towards right side. So how we will work? How this thing will be worked? We can solve it by two different methods. So first we will just go for a very fundamental method. So what will be the length along x-axis? What will be length along x-axis with respect to S dash? So I can write Lx dash, that means length along x-axis with respect to dash frame is what? L0 cos theta naught. Yes. And what about length with respect to y dash? In y dash direction, what will be length? Suppose this is in xy plane. So this will be L naught sine theta naught. Now look at here. Suppose length of the rod is something like this. If this is proper length and velocity is in this direction, this is S dash frame, this is S, then what will be length of the rod measured from S frame? This is proper length and this is in vertical direction of the motion. So what will be length? Is that contracted or remain same?
Same.
It will remain same. Why it will remain same? Because you will measure y2 dash minus y1 dash is equal to L naught, and if you are going to transform with respect to this particular S frame, then again you have y2 minus y1 is equal to L naught, isn't it? There is not any relative speed in the direction of y, so there is not any change in length in direction of y. Yes, everyone? Okay, so this will be y2 minus y1 is equal to L naught. So vertical direction will remain same for both the observer who is measuring the proper and observer who is measuring the contracted, and that is not actually contracted. It will remain same. Now, can I write this thing as Lx means length of the rod measured with respect to S frame, that is non-dash frame, as Lx dash root under 1 minus v square upon c square? Can I say this Lx dash is nothing but the proper length in x direction?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, I can write. So this is my Lx. So this is Lx, and that will be L naught cos theta naught 1 minus v square upon c square. And this is very simple calculation. What about Ly? The Ly will remain same. Ly is equal to Ly dash, and I can write this thing L naught sine theta naught. Great. ठीक है ना यहाँ तक? Everyone? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now, I will talk about angle later, but first let's talk about the length of the rod. So what is length of rod appeared to him? Obviously, the new length of rod is basically Lx square plus Ly square. Are you people comfortable? Yes. Now, let's try to go for this. This is something L naught cos square theta naught 1 minus v square upon c square plus L naught sin square theta naught. है ना? Now let us try to make it clean equation. Why I am saying make it clean equation? Because I just want to see something else. Obviously, you can just calculate numerical value, but I am not interested into numerical values. I am actually interested what is happening to this particular rod for this velocity. What is happening to this? Now look at here. If we are just going to simplify this equation, then we can get a very nice form. And this nice form will tell you a very beautiful story. Obviously, this problem is very easy, but whenever I do this problem, I have a very different intuition to understand this problem. Look at what is this. So I can have L square cos square theta, L naught square sin square theta. This is also L naught square. This will be 1, and this will be extra part will be there. So we have L naught square minus, this will be minus L naught square v cos theta naught square upon c square. So I can take L naught outside and look at this is 1 minus v cos theta naught by c whole square. Now look at this equation very nicely. बहुत ही अच्छे से इसको देखो क्या हो रहा है. Now can you see what is v cos theta naught? What is v cos theta naught?
This is velocity in
Direction in
x.
x-axis.
If I can explore this equation in a very different way, then v cos theta naught is nothing but the component of velocity along the direction of rod, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
है ना?
sir.
ध्यान से देखो.
Yes.
So this is my v, and I can take this component of velocity along the length of this rod, and that will be v cos theta naught. It's so beautiful. And now look at here. This length is going to contracted not due to this velocity, rather this velocity. Isn't it? The parallel velocity of the length of rod will we take part in a contraction. So why I am always using this word, that relative speed between length of rod and observer. So relative speed between length of rod and observer, and that will be nothing but v cos theta along the length. What is velocity? The velocity is nothing but v cos theta. If we are enough smart, we can directly take the component and we can just write this equation, isn't it? Without doing these all things. Obviously, this is from the first principle and I can do it very nicely. But if you can see the whole picture, then this v cos theta naught will take part to contract this particular length. है ना? So I like this problem very much. है ना? Isn't it? So what will be angle? I can find the angle. I can write tan theta. What will be tan theta? Tan theta is equal to, I can write Ly by Lx. यही होगा ना? If I just want to find tan theta, you can find cos theta, you can find sin theta, but I am just going to find tan theta. What will be Ly? L naught sin theta naught by L naught cos theta naught 1 minus v square upon c square, and we have tan theta is equal to tan theta naught by root under 1 minus v square c square. So you can see this angle is also going to change. It will not appear at the same length theta naught. It can be changed. है ना? And obviously this is a smaller value, smaller than 1. 1 minus v square upon c square is less than 1. Yes, but if v upon c tends to 0, if v upon c tends to 0, you have exactly same angle, and that will be part of Galilean transformation. So this length contraction will be not calculated with help of Galilean transformation. It can be only calculated if you are using the Lorentz transformation, and this phenomena is well appeared when you can have your speed with comparable to speed of light. Okay, any doubt up to this point?
Excuse me, sir.
हाँ बोलो.
सर जो हमने फॉर्मूला लिखा है लेंथ कॉन्ट्रैक्शन के लिए, तो सर उसके अंदर जो बेसिकली v है, तो वो एक तरीके से वही रिप्रेजेंट करेगा ना, लेंथ ऑफ रिलेटिव स्पीड बिटवीन लाइक द लेंथ ऑफ रॉड एंड द ऑब्जर्वर.
This is v. Okay, this v is in I cap direction. Okay,
Yes,
but
sir.
this complete v is not taking part into contraction. The only those part of the v which is along the length of rod is taking part in the contraction. Okay,
Okay, sir.
है ना? इस
Like,
पूरे
sir,
v
this
का
is-
इस
this
पूरे
is-
v का रोल नहीं है. इस पूरे v का रोल कब
Yes,
होता?
sir.
जब हम लेयर इसको ऐसे रख देते हैं, है ना?
Okay, sir.
Are you getting this thing? देखो ना,
Yes, sir.
फाइनल आंसर जो आ रहा है वो देखो, व्हाट इज v cos थीटा नॉट. अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं व्हाट इज v cos थीटा नॉट, so you can easily say v cos theta naught is nothing but the component of v along the length of rod.
Yes, sir.
है ना? तो क्या हम इस प्रॉब्लम को कुछ
Yes,
इस तरह से बता सकते हैं कि that if proper length is L naught, and if it is moving with velocity v cos theta naught along the length, then this will be contracted length, isn't it?
ओके सर,
है
तो
ना?
सर हम इसे जनरलाइज कर सकते हैं ना कि लेंथ
हम्म।
कॉन्ट्रैक्शन में सिर्फ वही वेलोसिटी का कंपोनेंट कंट्रीब्यूट करेगा जो लेंथ ऑफ रॉड के डायरेक्शन में होगा।
एग्जैक्टली जो कि लेंथ ऑफ रॉड के पैरेलल होगा। यस,
ओके सर,
है ना?
गॉट इट सर।
नेक्स्ट
यस
क्लास
सर,
में और भी
यस सर।
डिफरेंट प्रॉब्लम्स करेंगे तो और भी ज्यादा आपको बेटर समझ में आएगा, ठीक है? ओके
ओके
ओके,
यस सर,
ग्रेट।
यस सर।
तो अभी तो जस्ट बेसिक प्रॉब्लम है, और भी अच्छे प्रॉब्लम हम लोग करने की कोशिश करेंगे। सो एक और प्रॉब्लम किया जाए क्या, है ना? सो गुड, एवरी प्रॉब्लम शुड बी वन स्टोरी। देखो ये हमेशा दिमाग में रखना, जो भी प्रॉब्लम आप कर रहे हो यू शुड फॉर्म अ स्टोरी। व्हाट इज मीनिंग ऑफ स्टोरी? ओनली सॉल्विंग द प्रॉब्लम इज नॉट द थिंग, what is conclusion behind all this final answer, from where concept is arises. So concept and basic calculation and final conclusion. So unless until you will not discuss the final conclusion, then obviously आपको बार बार रटना पड़ेगा, लेकिन हमें ऐसा नहीं करना है। what we have to do, we have to just make a concept, do simple calculation, and then we have to just go for the final conclusion. Then we have to make a story of this particular problem. And what is a story? The crux of a story is that the only part of velocity which is parallel to length will be take part into the contraction. Then obviously अब next time जब भी ऐसा होगा तो हम उसको ऐसा यूज कर सकते हैं, isn't it? चलो,
Yes, sir.
यस सर।
let's go for one more problem, है ना? And then I will give you one at least homework. Okay, great. So let's go for another problem. So there is a length, there is a rod, and which proper length is L0, is moving with respect to A with speed c by 2, and A is moving with respect to B with speed c by 4, and this is along x-axis. So I should make this picture very nicely, है ना? So this is along x-axis. So this is moving with the speed c by 2. So what is there? So proper length is of rod is equal to L0, and velocity of rod with respect to A is c by 2, and velocity of A with respect to B is c by 4, both in I cap direction. So these are given information. What we have to do? We have to find length of rod with respect to rod itself. This is my first question. Length of rod with respect to A itself. Length of rod with respect to B itself. This is for the conceptual purpose. This is just for a basic calculation. This is for the examination purpose. Okay. So what will be first answer? What will be first answer? Length of rod with respect to rod.
L0.
L0, yes. Because if you will sit on the rod, there is not any relative speed, and what you will measure? You will measure proper length. It is given. The proper length of rod is L0. It is given. And you have just measured length of rod with respect to rod is L0. Okay? This is very nice. Second question. Length of rod with respect to A. So we have to write this thing. Proper length 1 minus velocity of rod with respect to A by c square. So what is velocity of rod with respect to A?
C by 2.
C by 2. So we can directly use it. 1 minus 1 by 4, isn't it? And this will be root 3 L naught by 2. है ना? So obviously, this is shorter than L naught. Root 3 by 2 is less than 1, isn't it? Root 3 is 1.73 and 2 is obviously 2. So 1.73 by 2 is less than 1. So yes, you will appear shorter length. And third is very interesting. Length of rod with respect to A. Some people will do this blunder and they thought that this length is proper length for B. Some people can do this blunder. No, never. This is not the situation. Whenever you have to measure proper length, you have to go in the rest frame of rod. So what will be proper length? L naught, because it is always uniquely defined. Proper length is uniquely defined. Okay. And we have to calculate 1 minus velocity of R with respect to B whole square upon C square, and along the length we have to find this whole thing. So how we will go for this? We have to calculate velocity of R with respect to B. So velocity of R with respect to B. I can say this is S frame. This will be my particle. Then what will be my S dash? Same relative speed. What will be my S dash?
A.
A. So this will be S dash. This will be particle. This will be S. This will be S dash. So everything is very well maintained, है ना? दूसरे की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ रही है. First वाले से ही हो गया. So we can use this thing. I am just going to remove this part, and we can use this space for calculation. So what we have? We have velocity of S dash with respect to S is V, and this is nothing but what? C upon 4. Velocity of particle with respect to S dash is something Ux dash, and that will be C upon 2. Velocity of a particle with respect to S is nothing but Ux. I have to calculate it, and I can use this formula. This is in which direction? I cap direction. So I can use the same formula of I cap Lorentz transformation. है ना? So we can solve it. And how we are going to solve it? Ux is equal to, same formula I will use again and again. 1 plus Ux dash V upon C square. What is your Ux dash? Is C by 2. Remember? ऐसा कुछ किया था कभी?
Yes, sir.
क्या आंसर आ रहा था? 2C by 3. है ना? That will be the same problem from the perspective of relative speed. So obviously this is in x direction. The length of rod is also in x direction. The proper length is also in x direction. So there is no need to take the particularly some projection along length, and it will work nicely. So L naught 1 minus 4 upon 9. So we have root 5 upon 3 L naught. Now you can see every observer have different, है ना? This thing is length of rod with respect to B. क्या है? B है ना? Sorry.
उल्टा हो गया सर.
उल्टा हो गया. With respect to A. With respect to B. Just we can write something like this. है ना? Every observer have different measurement, different perception. And you cannot say that this observer is correct or this observer is not correct. Why? Because if you want to measure the measurement of that observer, you have to go into that frame. This is very logical. Are you getting this thing? When you want to measure proper length, you have to sit on the rod. You have your relative speed with respect to rod should be 0. Then you will always measure this L naught. If you want to measure with respect to A, then you have to go in the rest frame of A, and then you will see the rod is moving with c/2 speed. Everyone is very much clear about this thing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
है ना? आप ये नहीं कर सकते ये वाला सही है या ये वाला ज्यादा सही है, ये वाला ज्यादा गलत है. No, don't do this thing, because every frame have different perception, have different measurement, have different spatial part, have different temporal part. So why their measurement is entirely different. Okay? This is
Okay,
very
sir.
interesting. है ना? This is very interesting. So this is a basic explanation of length contraction. We will do some problem in next class also. So should I give you one homework? करोगे इसे? At least one. है ना? हाँ कहोगे तो ही दूंगा, because आप करो तो फिर मैं कुछ मेहनत करूं, है ना? या फिर नहीं?
Yes, sir.
ओके गुड. चलो तो इस प्रॉब्लम को करो, ये एग्जाम में भी आ चुका है एंड इट हैज सम कैलकुलेशन आल्सो. आई विल आल्सो सॉल्व इट, डोंट वरी. मैं आपको सॉल्यूशन दूंगा, बट आई थिंक आपको खुद ही थोड़ी सी फाइट मारनी चाहिए. ओनली वन क्वेश्चन, नॉट मोर देन दैट. एक क्वेश्चन बहुत होता है. ओके, सो देयर इज अ सम फ्रेम. दिस फ्रेम इज सिग्मा. देयर इज अ रॉड ऑफ प्रॉपर लेंथ L naught is moving with velocity v in I cap direction. Let's say this is A. There is another rod of proper length 2L naught that is moving in opposite direction with vi. So this rod is moving in this direction, this rod is moving in this direction. So that will be minus v, you can see. Say this thing. Okay. So, and both have given with respect to sigma. So velocity of A with respect to sigma is v I cap. Velocity of B with respect to sigma is minus v I cap. The proper length of A is equal to L naught. Proper length of B is equal to 2L naught. It is given. Now question is, find the value of V such that observer attached to rest frame of A will measure length of B is equal to L naught. So if observer is attached to A, means A is rest with respect to observer, then he will see that this length is contracted, but that length must be equal to L naught. Means इसका पूरा length इसके बराबर हो जाएगा. Then what should be this particular velocity or this particular speed? Will you try? आप try करोगे इसे? है ना?
Yes, sir.
What you have to do? You have to first calculate the speed of B. Let's say this is B. The speed of B with respect to A. Isn't it? ये जैसे मिल जाएगा, then you can easily use the length contraction. और वहां पर proper length क्या होगा? 2L naught. And what will be contracted length? L naught. But लेकिन सारे calculation करते समय आपको थोड़ी सी calculation में problem होगी. Let's see कैसे आप calculation के problem को resolve करते हो. ठीक है? So this is your one homework, and I will solve it into next class, and then we will do some more problem based on length contraction, and if time allows, we will go for time dilation also. हाँ बोलो.
Sir,
ये
with
भी तो
respect
एक
to A,
Sorry.
sir, with respect to A, sir, with respect to A, मतलब जब सर हम A frame में like A वाले rod पे होंगे, तो सर B की भी तो contracted length ही होगी ना? with
हाँ, B
respect
की
to A.
contracted length ही आपको दिखेगी. वही तो contract
With
होकर के
respect
L naught
to-
दिखना चाहिए आपको.
ओके सर।
तो VA भी वहां से भी निकल जाएगा ना सर, सीधा ही, मतलब
कैसे?
L इज इक्वल टू L नॉट जो अपना फॉर्मूला है सर, तो उसमें कॉन्ट्रैक्टेड लेंथ A का डालेंगे और सॉरी
आप
प्रॉपर
ट्राई
लेंथ
करो,
A
आप
का
ट्राई
और
तो करो, ट्राई
कॉन्ट्रैक्टेड
करो, जस्ट ट्राई ट्राई, है ना? ठीक है,
ओके
एक बार ट्राई तो करो, है ना? लेट्स सी, ठीक है, क्या आंसर आता है। ओके, सो आई थिंक we should stop this class here.